What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis comes to y'all with the hot topic, and the topic is: can Dwyane Wade win Sixth Man of the Year this year? And I told you guys with the what to expect, predicting how the Cavaliers season was going to go. I told you guys it was going to get off to a rocky start because they have so many new players. They don't really have Isaiah Thomas. And LeBron will have to get used to these players. These players have to fit into how LeBron plays. And people is going to have to know their role, and they're going to have to know how to play together and win games offensively and defensively. The Cavaliers have never really been a great defensive team, even when they had Kyrie for those first two seasons. And they still not a great defensive team. They have gotten better. They one of the better teams. But that's only because they've been playing against subpar competition. They haven't really been playing against that many great teams on this win streak. Obviously, they beat the Sixers and teams like that. But most of the teams that they beat was really mediocre, or they should have had won those games. And that's something that you have to do. You have a team that you can beat. You have a team that is weak. You should take advantage of it, get that easy W, and go on to the next game. But Dwyane Wade is putting up fantastic numbers. I have to give him credit. He told the team that the best thing for him to do is to come off the bench. He accepted that role. He never became a bench player ever in his career. He always has been a starter. Even when he went to the Cavs, his first couple games he did start, and he just didn't seem right in that fit. You know, he wasn't a three-point shooter. He was just another ball handler, another creator, but he couldn't really shoot or space out the floor for LeBron, and they needed a player like J.R. Smith that's long, athletic, and lanky, but he can knock down a three and come off some screens and make the defense move. That's something that Dwyane Wade can do, but he really doesn't knock down a three. So fit-wise, it was smart to bring back Love. It was smart to bring back J.R. Smith back into the lineup so that way they can have the floor spacing for LeBron. And they still going to have to figure out what they're going to do. Jose Calderon has played better. And then you still have Derrick Rose that's supposed to come back, but he might not get as many minutes now that he has left and came back. But Dwyane Wade, he has literally accepted the role of coming off the bench. He seems like he's happy. His numbers has been increasing. He has become more important to the team because he just been energy. And when LeBron goes to the bench or somebody goes to the bench, he comes in and give you pressure, which means he puts pressure on the defense to guard him. He's always looking to create a shot for himself or somebody else, and he's knocking down jumpers. He's taking tough shots. He's getting to the paint. He's playing defense, getting blocks, getting steals, and he's making plays. And that's something that I knew that was going to happen. Like, either they're going to have to pick between J.R. Smith or Dwyane Wade. Dwyane Wade said, hey, J.R. already been starting. He's a better fit in the starting lineup, so why not let him start and let me accept the role of coming off the bench? And he has played fantastic these last 2 weeks. Matter of fact, he's been playing fantastic these 12 games that they have won. I knew he had a lot left in the tank. I knew he can still score. I knew that he can still play his game because he had a lot of great games on his win streak. And he's averaging 20 points in December, but it only been 2 games. But he averaged 12 points in the whole November. 12 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 74% from the free throw line, 35 from 3, even though he didn't really take that many, and 43% from the field. And that's better than what he was doing when he was a starter. Not really fitting in, not really having that many great games, and it just clogged the whole team up, and they didn't really have as many options. And on top of that, if LeBron does go down, they can always have goes to the bench, they can always have him being the other creator and the other ball handler and the other playmaker. And at the same time, you have a person that can still carry the load offensively, which is scoring a lot of points and getting people back in their natural order and a natural fit. And that was a benefit. But the question today is, can Dwyane Wade win Sixth Man of the Year? The problem with it is Lou Williams has had a fantastic year so far, averaging almost 19 points a game, The only part about Lou is that they started needing him. I mean, they needed him to start um, because of the injuries to Patrick Beverly and Teodosic. They had to allow him to start. That forced him to start. And Lou Williams had been putting up nasty numbers because he can shoot as many shots as he wants. The team needs him to score and put the ball in the basket, but he's gonna get starter minutes regardless if he comes off the bench or not. He's going to get a lot of minutes and a lot of opportunities because the Clippers need as much scoring as they can. And with Blake Griffin injured too, they're going to still need somebody to put the ball in the basket for the next 2 months. And it looks like it's going to have to be Lou Will. And if Lou Will comes off that bench shooting as many shots as he can while still averaging a lot of points and still coming off the bench, he most likely going to win sixth man of the year because he has more opportunity, he has more shots, and he's a better three-point shooter than Wade. And he can play make, he can pass too. You also have Tyreke Evans, a guy that since Mike Conley has went down, has more opportunity to make an impact on the game. He is a playmaker. He is a rebounder. He always has been a solid, respectable defender, but he's coming off the bench, lighting it up. And he always has been a guy that can score and get a shot anytime he wants to, whether it's at the top of the key or playing off the ball. And now that he has a little bit better three ball, it's even harder to guard him because you want to sag off so he doesn't get to the paint and get to the free throw line. But now that he has a lot of confidence in his three-point shot, it makes him even harder to guard because now you have to guard him for the layup, and now you have to force him to take the three. But if he's knocking down a three, it hurts you because threes are more than twos, and you're giving him a lot of space to knock it down. And on top of that, a lot of people don't even contest it, and that gives him even more confidence because it's basically a practice shot. So I like Tyreke Evans. I like Lou Williams. You still have Greg Monroe, who can get you double digits and a couple rebounds a game. Still to this day, you have a guy like Zachy Randolph that can give you a lot of rebounds and point production too. He's having a solid season off the bench, averaging 13 points and 6 rebounds off the bench. So at the end of the day, he's going to be another guy that's going to probably give you some minutes and some point production if he goes back to the bench because he's been starting the last couple games. So maybe Zach Randolph, if they want to go in a different direction because they losing games a lot, hey, we're not going to risk injury to Zach. We're not going to just let him play all these minutes because we're losing anyway, and we still want a top 10 draft pick to go along with Willie Cauley-Stein, Skylar Bissiere, and De'Aaron Fox. Hey, we brought in Vince, we brought in George Hill, we brought in Zach Randolph, and we're still not winning. So we might give the rookies some more time and some more minutes, and we want to lose some games because we want to, get a high draft pick. But Zach Randolph is another guy like Greg Monroe who can rebound and score the basketball in short minutes. So we'll see what happens. Dwyane Wade got a long season ahead of him. He's making an all-around impact with his scoring, with his defense, and with his playmaking ability. He only gonna get more comfortable. He's only going to get more better, and the guy still can score and fill up the stat sheet. So as long as he's getting the same amount of minutes, he's just going against worse players because most of the players he's playing against are bench players. Most of the players he's playing against is below him because I still feel like Dwyane Wade on the right team, he can be a starter. So if he's going against worse competition than the starters, he's only going to continue to put up these numbers. He's only going to continue to score the basketball, and he's going to continue to make an impact. So you can't count him out. He's right there, and he's going to be there all season. And if he can continue to play like he's been playing on his win streak, he might even get sixth man of the year. And like I said, his only real competition will be Lou Williams, Tyreke Evans, Greg Monroe, and players like that. And Buddy Hield, he started coming off the bench a little bit too, so he's a guy that can light it up and fill up the stat sheet too. There's a lot of guys that's going to do it. Alec Burke, Donovan Mitchell, Malik Monk. Those players can come off the bench and make a huge impact. You still do have dang, I forgot the other guy, but you still have a lot of rookies that comes in and make a big impact. So let me know what you guys think. Can Dwyane Wade beat everybody out to win sixth man of the year? Do you think that his all-around play warrants the Sixth Man of the Year, or do you think that he's getting the same amount of minutes? He's just going against worse competition. He's going to continue to put up numbers, so his numbers going to be a little inflated. So that's all you really need to do. If you come off the bench and you putting up numbers, you're going to be eligible for Sixth Man of the Year. And now that he's in the argument and he's getting more comfortable, more acclimated, and getting used to his teammates, his numbers might just continue to go up slowly and slowly. But you still do have Kyle Korver. You have other players that still gonna make a run for it, and you actually got Jeff Green. He's been playing solid off the bench too. So he got a lot of competition. He got a competition on his own team, and if he can put up the numbers, why can't he win Sixth Man of the Year? That'd be another thing on his resume: a scoring title, All NBA teams, a Finals MVP, and then when he got older, he was able to come off the bench and become one of the best six mans, in the NBA. And if he's able to win that award, that gives him another award on his resume that he never had, and that only helps you in the top 5 shooting guards of all time argument. Is how much you got on your resume, how much you have done, and how long you was able to stay, effective as an NBA player, even when you decline and get older. So let me know what you guys think about Dwyane Wade, Quinn Wade Basketball. Not signing out. If you're on YouTube, check out my website, NoxusPlayground.com, and my Facebook page, NoxusPlayground.com. Link up in the description in the comment section below. Click the link, it's sent to my website. Click the link, it's sent to my Facebook page. Also, if you're on Facebook, check out my YouTube basketball analysis and my website at NoxusPlayground.com. It'll be automatically on the banner. And if you're on Twitter, same thing. Check out my YouTube, check out my website. It'll be on my banner, and click the link at YouTube. It'll send you to my website, and it'll send you to my Facebook page. Thanks, you guys, for the support, and I'm gone. Let me know what you guys think about Dwyane Wade and the players that can actually win the Sixth Man of the Year award.